morning. This is Rose Domingo, your digital creator here on YouTube. My topic for today is about phobia. Of course, we all know about it, right? But I'm going to elaborate more. I will read my research regarding this matter. Ang title ng aking topic is, What Are You Afraid Of? The three kinds of phobia. Hundreds of different phobias have been identified, including phobophobia or fear of phobias. May ganun pala. But when talking about phobias, which are a kind of anxiety disorder, experts divide them into three categories. Agoraphobia, an intense anxiety in public places where an escape might be difficult. Social phobia, a fear and avoidance of social situations. And specific phobia, an irrational fear of specific objects and situations. Agoraphobia, or the fear of public places, is the number one phobia. The agora was a market and meeting place in ancient Greece. Someone with agoraphobia is afraid of being trapped in a public place or a place like a bridge or a line at the bank. The actual fear is not being able to escape if anxiety gets too high. Agoraphobia affects twice as many women as men, and if left untreated, in extreme cases, it can lead to someone becoming housebound. On the other hand, social phobia is beyond being shy. Someone with a social phobia is not just shy. That person feels extreme anxiety and fear about how they will perform in a social situation. Will their actions seem appropriate to others? Will others be able to tell they are anxious? Will the words be there when it's time to talk? Because untreated social phobia often leads to avoiding social contact, it can have a major negative impact on a person's relationships and professional life. Claustrophobia, needing a way out. Claustrophobia is an abnormal fear of being in enclosed places. Is a common specific phobia. A person with claustrophobia can ride in elevators or go through tunnels without extreme anxiety. Afraid of suffocating or being trapped, the person will avoid tight spaces and often engaged in safety-seeking behavior, such as opening windows or sitting near an exit. That may make the situation tolerable, but it doesn't relieve the fear. Zoophobia, a menagerie of fears. The most common type of specific phobia is zoophobia, or fear of animals. Zoophobia is actually a generic term that encompasses a group of phobias involving specific animals. Examples include arachnophobia, fear of spiders. Ophidiophobia, fear of snakes. Ornithophobia, fear of birds. And apiphobia, fear of bees. Such phobias often develop in childhood and sometimes go away as the child ages, but they can persist into adulthood. Brontophobia, fear of thunder. The Greek word bronte means thunder, and brontophobia means fear of thunder. Even though people with brontophobia may realize thunder won't hurt them, they may refuse to go outside during a thunderstorm. They may even hide indoors by crouching behind a couch or waiting out the storm in a closet. An abnormal fear of both thunder and lightning is called astrophobia, a phobia shared by people and animals. Acrophobia, fear of heights. Dito ako. Acrophobia is an excessive fear of heights and manifests as severe anxiety. A person could have an attack just walking upstairs or climbing a ladder. Sometimes the fear is so great a person can't move. Acrophobia can create a dangerous situation for someone who has it. An anxiety attack make it extremely difficult to safely get down from whatever high place triggered the attack. Aerophobia, afraid to fly. Someone who has aerophobia is afraid of flying. The phobia generally develops after a person has a traumatic experience involving an airplane, such as going through extreme turbulence or witnessing another passenger have a panic attack. Even after the incident is forgotten, the fear stays and can even be triggered by watching film of a plane crash on TV. Hypnotherapy is commonly used to identify the initial trauma and to treat this phobia. Blood injection injury phobias. There is a spectrum of blood injection and injury phobias, including hemophobia, fear of blood, and trypanophobia, fear of receiving an injection. Some people have an injury phobia and others have a phobia about invasive medical procedures. These phobias are associated with fainting. Paranormal fears. Some phobias sound like they belong on the Chiller channel on cable TV. Triskaidekaphobia is an abnormal fear of anything related to number 13. If the thought of ghosts make you overly anxious, you may have phasmophobia. And despite the fact that vampires aren't real, some people are terrified of bats. Their phobia is called chiroptophobia or chiroptophobia. Emetophobia, a gut feeling. Emetophobia is an unnatural feeling of vomiting that typically starts early in life from some traumatic episode. For instance, someone may have witnessed a schoolmate vomiting in public or done so themselves. The anxiety can be triggered by thoughts of vomiting or thinking of somewhere such as a hospital where vomiting is common. As with agoraphobia, hypnotherapy is commonly used in part of the treatment. Carcinophobia, fear of cancer. Phobia from new to old. Someone fears anything has new and neophobia, and someone who is afraid of growing old or afraid of old people has a gerontophobia. Dami naman nito. Life-altering effects of phobia. Phobia cause people to change how they live in order to avoid the object of their fear, but their life is also affected by their attempts to conceal the phobia from others. Some people with phobias have problems with friends and family, fail in school, or lose jobs with struggling to cope. Phobias and alcohol. Alcoholics can be up to 10 times more likely to suffer from a phobia than those who are not alcoholics. And phobic individuals can be twice as likely to be addicted to alcohol as those who have never been phobic. A family connection. Although phobias can be influenced by culture and triggered by life events, they tend to run in families. Immediate family members of people with phobias are about 3 times more likely to have a phobia than those without a family history. Treating phobias. Desensitization, also called exposure therapy, is a process of gradually exposing someone with a phobia to circumstances that resemble what they fear. Over time, the fear lessens as the person builds confidence. This is often accompanied by talk therapy to help the person change how they think and develop new patterns of response to situations that might trigger the emotions associated with a phobia. The good news is treatment helps 90% of people who follow through. I will put the link below in my description box for you to read more about the phobias and their treatments. These are the associations: American Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry and the American Counseling Association. Please read or please click the links below. This is all for today's video. Thank you so much for listening. It might be boring, but it's educational. I hope matuto tayo ng konti dito. Thank you so much. God bless. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Please ring the notification bell to keep you updated of our future videos again. God bless. Bye for now. And smile.